Hello, hello. Hey guys, it's Jane Hamill going live on a Friday night before the big party starts. Tell me you're having a big party. Someone's got a big party somewhere, please. Okay. So, anyway, I'm popping on because I'm getting questions about, is this program right for me? What if I do this or do that? These are my questions. So, I'm just going to go over some of the questions that I've been getting about the new program that we're launching, which is called Launch a Line. Enrollment is closing tomorrow, Saturday at 3 p.m. And what it is if you want to be your own boss, if you want to have control of your destiny and you have a great idea for a physical product, a sewn product of any kind, does not have to be a fashion product per se. This program plus 8-week interactive mastermind is designed to go through all of the steps, A to Z, 8 different modules of learning, plus weekly live support with me and the other 7 fashion brains, guest experts that are going to be coming into this program to help. So basically, Launch a Line is the program that I wish I had when I started a clothing line. Even though I went to fashion school, it doesn't really help me start a business. So here's a question I got from somebody, which I thought was a good one. And anybody, if you have questions about starting your business or questions about if Launch a Line is right for you, please go ahead and type them in. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, you have to give StreamYard permission, or you have to sign in with StreamYard. It's free, it's safe, it's no big deal. And then I'll be able to see your question come up. I think you can do it without giving StreamYard permission to use your name, but I won't see who it is, okay? So what's up, guys? Thanks for hanging with me for a minute here. So here's a question I got. Oh, by the way, if you want to check out the program, again, doors close tomorrow on Saturday at 3 p.m. and we start on Monday with a kickoff party. I'm having a party on Monday. So the Launch a Line program starts on Monday the 10th with a kickoff party. And you will be getting your first module and access to the community and the membership site, and the schedule and everything will come out on Monday. Okay, we're so pumped. So enrollment closes tomorrow, and you'll find everything at fashionbrainacademy.com/launch. Okay. Let me put that in. So fashionbrainacademy.com/launch. All right, people, let's get down to business. If you have a question as we go, or a question about starting your business or finding funding or finding a pattern maker, or how do I know if my business will work, or anything, type it in. I will help you and give you an honest answer. Okay. fashionbrainacademy.com/launch. All right, here we go. So somebody sent in a question, which I thought was really a good question. Hey, Jane, I was looking at your program, Launch a Line, and now I lost it. Live video, people. Here we go. I'm looking at your program and I'm wondering, is this something I could use for a children's bedding line? I have the prototype made, but I haven't gotten any further than that. And I need to learn how to find fabric, manufacture the product, how to sell it, and everything else. I know you're focused on clothing, and I wasn't sure if this would apply to my concept, children's bedding. Let me know. So, oh my goodness, it just makes me bummed about my own marketing that this poor lady has to even ask that question. 100% Launch a Line. I know the company is called Fashion Brain Academy. I give zero shizzles about how fashiony anybody is or what your product is. It doesn't need to be fashion at all. 100%. If you have a product you want to make that you sew, if it's a sewn product, we want to help you. Okay. So yeah, totally. I think if you are in the position where, hey, I have a great idea, I have no idea what to do. And it's anything that gets sewn, handbags, anything, a backpack, a utilitarian product. We've had people in there who do products for people who are having chemo. I love a product that really helps people and isn't just something cute to wear. I created things that were just cute to wear, right? But I love products that actually really serve a sincere purpose for a specific group. So yeah, it is totally fine. The program is for anything that is sewn. If you have something that is cool, a good product that will help the universe in some small way, I want to help you launch it and sell it for sure. So yeah, and I used to have a baby blanket line, by the way, and I sold it mostly online, a little bit wholesale. So I love that niche, especially children, well, baby blankets and blankets in general is a great reorder business. Like when people find a blanket they love, especially for kids, but for adults too. I got to say, they'll come back and buy more for gifts. They'll come back and buy more for themselves. They will tell their friends and they'll get one for their house, for their cottage, for their mom, for their sister. Like it can be a really good business. I dig it. Okay, next question that I got. And again, please feel free to type in if you have a question. I'm happy to help. It doesn't have to be like, should I join the program or not? It could be a general, like, I want to start a business and I don't know what I'm doing question. Okay, the next one was, this was interesting. She says, hey, Jane, what if I know how to sew? I love pattern making, hate draping, but I don't have time to start drafting patterns and sewing. What do you suggest I do? I just moved to a new home and I have tons of projects to do. I also have an 18-month-old and I'm a stay-at-home mom. Please advise. I feel like I don't have time to start. So there's two things here. Maybe you don't have time to start. Like maybe you don't want to carve out the time to start this because you prefer to do house projects right now. Like no shame in that. Like I think you should start before you're ready or start if you're scared. But truthfully, if you're not going to make starting and launching a business a priority, then if you're not going to be able to say no to some other things, then maybe it's not a good time. I don't know. One thing I can tell you is if you could carve out 1 hour of a day or like 4 hours a week to go through the program and learn the size and scope of what you're getting into, understand margins, get your cost sheet template. If you're doing a fashion product, then you will learn like the fashion calendar. If you want to do like a more traditional selling wholesale kind of thing, which I'm not a huge fan of, by the way. I love e-commerce and no problem selling wholesale, but like seasons and full collections don't seem to be a great way for the 2021s, by the way. So if you feel like you don't have time to start, first of all, you just moved. Okay. That's a huge life change. You have a toddler. No matter what you do, you're going to feel like you don't have time for anything. So I feel that what I would suggest is this. I would say, okay, let's say I want to launch in 2 years or 3 years or 18 months, like something like not right away. I would really suggest if you want to join this program, the earlier you can join, the better for you and for me to help you. Because if you have a great idea for a product, you're going to be developing your product at the same time you're developing customers. Meaning, while you're trying to work on getting this product made that fits, that people actually will like, you have to be building an audience of potential customers. And we've talked about this all week. If you've been listening to any of the other lives or watching like the webinar I did this week. But basically, it takes more time than you think. And so I encourage you to start early, start marketing early, and you're not marketing and talking about the product that you may or may not be making because the product could always, shift a little. But if you choose your audience and let's say, you want to do, let's say dog outfits. Okay. That's your product. Then, you love dogs, you love, say, boxers, and your community is going to be built on people who love boxers, right? Your community is not going to be built on how cute your little doggy vests are. That's not the point. The point is to gather a group of like-minded people together and be with them. Like if you love boxers and you own a boxer, you're going to love this community anyway. You become a content creator, you start making, 2-minute videos every other week, giving tips for your boxer outfits from other people, like boxer food, like whatever. You gather together a community of like-minded people who have a passion for something. And then your product relates to these people and their lifestyle. And when you're ready, you go to them and you say, hey guys, we've been talking about boxer fun, boxer bedazzlement. I've been up in your social and sending out emails for the past 18 months. And guess what? I have this new line of boxer bows and bandanas and handkerchiefs, whatever. And then you have a built-in audience who already knows you. They already like you. They already trust you. You've been giving them so much value and so much cool information that they're like, oh, I need to buy that anyway. Why don't I buy that from her? She's cool. I like her. Right? So yeah. So for the person saying, I don't know if that I have time, I don't know when you're going to have time, honestly, but if you just moved, you're probably particularly feeling the heat. So if you can carve out 45 minutes a day or 4 hours a week to start your learning, like if you know pattern making and draping and sewing, that's great. If you don't, it doesn't matter. You can start a business without any of those things. But if you know that and you think you have to be the one who does the patterns and does the sewing just because you know how to do it, I would really challenge that thinking and say, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should, right? Just because I can do my own bookkeeping doesn't mean I should, right? You may want to make your first samples for your first season, but pretty soon you're going to want to outsource that, because if you are the one making the stuff, you can't be out selling, and that's going to be an issue. So I don't know if you have time or not. I just know that if it is your biggest priority, you will figure out a way to do the kid thing and the business, and some of the projects maybe won't get done, or you outsource them to, friends and family. If you have a spouse, if you have people that you hire, whatever. People say all the time, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. But then if somebody were to call me up and be like, oh my God, Chance the Rapper is like, downtown and I'm having lunch with him and he says, you can come meet us, I would drop everything to go meet Chance the Rapper, right? If it's a priority, you're going to do it, right? You're going to do it. You're going to fit it in. And so, yeah, you have to get on the no train. Like Marie Forleo says, you'll have to say no to something, but I don't know what that is for you. If it's watching shows, if it's getting up an extra hour early, if it's staying up later, anything. I'll tell you, we make time for what is important to us, and we find money for what's important to us too. I have taught at Columbia College, and I notice all the students pretty much have the latest iPhone. Okay. They all do. And I know that shit is not cheap. And I know for a lot of them, their parents are not paying for it. And so they may not have the money on paper for this, but they really want it. So that is where they put their resources. They want that iPhone and they get it. And it's important to them, which means they cut in other areas. So I know you don't have time. I totally get it. None of us do. But if not now, when are you going to start your business? Is it going to be a year from now, 2 years from now? Like, start the learning process, the learning curve of all of the language and the understanding of how to source fabric and how to get patterns made and how to work with production sewers. The learning curve is high. It's not something you just pick up. I went to fashion school, I went to FIT, and I still didn't know what the hell I was doing. They don't teach you entrepreneurship in school. They really don't. That's something you pick up on your own. And this program, the Launch a Line Startup Course and Mastermind, teaches you every single step. And we're going to hold your hand through it the whole entire 8 weeks. And then after so the course, you get one module a week, and then you get an hour of group coaching directly with me. And then if you do the VIP level, I think there's 5 spots left in the VIP. You have an extra hour of coaching with a small group. It's only 20 people. 20 people in a VIP level usually means like 12 or 14 show up live and the rest listen to the recording. So you're really going to have access. Either way, whichever level you choose, you're going to have access, but you'll have extra hand holding if you do VIP. You'll also have the startup community in the Facebook group. It's going to be poppin', people, poppin', because I'm going to be up in there all the time, as well as all of the experts. And if you don't know who the experts are, we just added a new one today. I'm so excited. Julie DiMaggio is, I think she's in the Bay Area in San Francisco. She is going to be, I've never done this before. I grabbed an expert who's going to talk about, she's an experienced designer, a fashion educator, and an entrepreneur. She's been through what you're doing, and she's going to help you do quick sketching to get your ideas out and to, get the basics covered of your unique product, your unique design or collection, so you can visually communicate what it is you want to do. So many of us, we don't really sketch. We don't know how, or we've learned a few things, but we want to work with a pattern maker, we want to work with product development people, and we need to really be able to, they need to be able to understand what the heck it is that we're trying to explain. Of course, you can bring samples, you can do lots of things, but Julie's got to actually teach us some of these basics here to communicate your ideas to professionals, right? So if you can accurately communicate your design, you're going to save time, you're going to save money, you're going to save mistakes, you're going to save rounds of sample making. Okay. So I'm pretty psyched for that. Okay, guys. So I'm going to run. If there's not questions coming in, I think we're good. Am I still live over here? Yeah, the lives are working. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. Please note, a lot of people have said, well, are you going to be running this again? The Launch a Line course, for sure, I'm going to be running that. Everything's being updated from scratch. So it's completely updated up to the minute. I've worked with hundreds of independent entrepreneurs. And so it's all going to be fresh, brand new material. And after the mastermind is over, you'll have access for 3 years. So there's no rush, right? I really encourage you, if you're even thinking about it, please get an education on what you're getting into before you start just planning. Okay. The second thing I'm going to say was, I forget. We start Monday. It closes tomorrow. Was that something else I'm saying? Sorry. I don't know. If you have questions, just hit us up. Hit me in the DM or email us at brain, BRAIN at fashionbrainacademy.com. Doors close Saturday. So that's tomorrow, the 8th at 3 p.m. Central. Okay. And there are 5 spots left for the VIP level, and there are more spots left for mastermind, maybe 4 spots for VIP. I'm not sure. All right, guys, hit me if you have questions. I'll answer whatever you want. I'll be as honest as I can to see if this is a good fit for you. It is not a good fit for jewelry designers. Somebody, if you make like chains or, chains or whips, chains are like beaded stuff, but if something that's sewn, this is for you. All right. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Have an awesome night. It's gorgeous here. I'm going to go for a walk with my buddy, and take care. Bye. You really have to go take a walk.